Water-saturated walls, ceilings, and floors are prime breeding grounds for mold, but there are ways to prevent, detect, and remove it before it becomes a serious issue. With me today is mold expert Laura Champagne, co-owner of Natural Home Solutions, helping us with some information on how we can keep our home safe for us and our families. Laura, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's start with the basics. Talk a little bit more about how mold develops, what exactly it is.
Mold develops very similar to a plant. The spores that are also toxic to you, that is what creates more mold growth. So in any area that there is a porous surface, it likes damp, dark, that's where it will grow, just like a plant will grow outside in a good soil with sunlight and water.
And how can we tell if it started to grow and develop? Do we have to wait for those black spots to show up?
A lot of different things. When you see black spots, that means it's a big colony.
There.
It's absolutely. Right. Sometimes you'll get a smell. Usually in the presence of a lot of water and that damp smell, you're gonna find some sort of level of mold, and you can't always see it because it grows within things like your wood, concrete, drywall, carpeting, cardboard boxes, anything like that.
What are some of the more higher risk areas? I think a lot of people automatically think the basement, but that's just not the only spot, right?
Right, yeah. Anywhere that's not ventilated properly or there's changing humidities, the weather's really playing a big part in this. So anywhere that there's water, a leak, typically it is found in the basement. Also, you can find it in attics, anywhere that's not humidity controlled.
Now, what's the best thing to do? How should we react as soon as we sort of think if we smell it or if we spot it?
Have a professional come out. An air test is the best way to find out exactly what's going on. You do an air test outside to find out what's in the environment and then compare that to what's inside. But you really want to get it looked at so it doesn't become a bigger problem, it doesn't keep spreading and cause health issues. You can get health issues, it'll aggravate asthma. There'll be headaches and allergy-like symptoms. So sometimes it can be confusing, but the best way is just to have somebody come out and get a test and keep your humidity levels down.
Are there certain things that we can do to prevent it from developing at first? I know there are some of these like dry bags that you can put in your basement.
It will help. It will absolutely help.
Dry it up.
Mold's found in the environment.
Yeah.
And so because it's found outside, anytime you open up your door or window, you're inviting it in. And then if humidity gets out of control, it likes to keep growing. And so because it's natural, the best way to kind of combat mold is to use an all-natural product that solves at the root instead of just kind of putting a Band-Aid over it.
What kind of all-natural products?
The product that we use at Natural Home Solutions is an enzyme-based, it has 0 chemicals, and the enzyme unlocks the mold and it keeps working. Because chemicals are used up in the process and they're also harmful to you, so you're taking one harmful problem and adding more chemicals, and you don't want that for your children, your homes, your pets, all that stuff, breathing it in. And our enzyme's able to travel through your walls, through your studs, all the places that you can't see. If you take the drywall down, you're still gonna have mold lurking in your wood products or any of the items in your home, and they can continue to grow there. And as you move around freely, you're distributing the spores. Those are the things that are like seeds. You're dropping seeds essentially everywhere, and that's what gets in your lungs and is challenging. So enzymes stay behind, and they just keep fighting. They're like little fighters that keep protecting you against new mold.
Now, it's important to keep in mind if you have a really big leak, like say in a bathroom or something, don't be afraid to call a professional. A home remediation company is really critical.
Yeah, and just if you were to go to the doctor, you'd have a team of people, different specialists. So there's different specialists for your home. You have plumbers, you have electricians, you need a mold person. There's all different people that should be working together as a team. And when you don't have to take things down, it's much more cost effective and it doesn't make a mess. And it doesn't displace people for very long.
Right.
You can even have air purifiers, we call them air scrubbers, that you can put in immediately as well to clear your air. And they're very cheap and don't take any time. Our product works within 36 hours and you can be right back in your home and safe.
I know a lot of people have had to deal with the leak and called a remediation company. I am one of them. It's happened twice. It is a real pain, but it's worth it because you really want to get that mold out, the wetness out of the ceiling and the walls as soon as possible. Thanks so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
Really
Thank you for
important
having me.
information.
Yes,
Good
thank
stuff.
you.
All right.